Today on Parker's Reefs, we visit Reef Galleria Aquarium and Cafe, stop 5 on my Melbourne local fish shop tour. This store, as you can see, is focused on the inner city lifestyle of more coffee and chill, as you can see on the sign here, so sit back and enjoy. Okay, so here we are. As I touched on, this store is located inner city. It's actually in South Melbourne on Dorcas Street, which is just around the corner from the South Melbourne markets, which are pretty popular for their dim sims. And I should point out that this store is the brainchild of Billy Holiday, who's the guy behind Starfire Aquatics, who has built some of the best custom tanks all around Australia. Here's a quick example of some of the super neat and high-end installs he's done. So you know when a guy as passionate as Billy is getting behind a store, that it's going to be a pretty slick fit out, and I can assure you that Reef Galleria Aquarium and Cafe is no exception at all. You can see the sign at the front here. They do saltwater fish and corals, custom-made aquariums, complete installations, and of course coffee and chill. So let's go in the store and take a look. The first thing you notice when you come into the store is just how deluxe everything is. The tanks and displays and everything just look beautiful. Of course, it's a small store being in the city, but they still carry a full range of dry goods and supplements and bacteria-based products. You've got a good range of test kits here from Aquaforest, Red Sea, Salifit. You got some Blue Life gear there, even Reef Antibiotics, which is good to see in Melbourne, making their way down. Big competition with Coral Essentials, but you get both options here at Reef Galleria. We've got a good range of Aquaforest gear, Kamoa doses, some huge bashy skimmers there, Vitalis Foods, the full range of Aquaforest foods that are available in Australia, and the Aquaforest supplements, of course, and their coral foods, the Red Sea test kits. You can see up there we've got the Reef Antibiotics, the Blue Life treatments, I guess. You see the Mantis filter blocks up there and holders. Max Spec Gaias, we've got Rossmont pumps, AI lights, Kessel lights, the new Kessel A360s, Vortec battery backups. We've got Red Sea skimmers, the 900, 600, 300. We've got some fluidized reactors there. See the Mantis pumps. Got the new Nios torque reactors, Kessel AP700s. And then we've got a range of setup tanks ready to go. You've got to bear in mind that being an inner city store, and despite the fact that Billy builds some of the biggest tanks in Australia, their core clientele in this location really is inner city apartments. So we're looking at sort of nanos, where people coming in, walking past, maybe park their car to go to the South Melbourne markets and stop in for a coffee and check out these tanks. They then begin asking questions about how we can go about setting up a nano in our house, and therefore Billy's got a couple of these tanks set up running, showing them what's sort of involved. So you can see an Evolution Aqua here set up with a beautiful scape. This real reef branching rock is something to see. If you're going to run a minimal coral scape, or even if you want to run SBS, that looks incredible. Now we've got another Evolution Aqua there, the Reef Pro 900S. See the cabinets on these things are beautiful. They really fit in with some of these modern style houses. I don't have that out in the sticks here in Geelong, but check out this tank here. Absolutely filled to the brim with rock cycling away. It's a lantern tank there. And of course you've got your food supplements supplements, just your frozen foods there available. And this is the fish rack here, which I must admit at the moment is fairly light on fish, and Billy tells me that's because they've just replumbed it so that it's a little bit, the system's a little bit more easier to work on. They had a little bit of trouble with the initial install. It was just, whilst it in theory worked well, it was becoming a little bit difficult to maintain. So to keep things streamlined, they've replumbed that and are just starting to bring some stock back into these tanks. So we've got a variety of clownfish available. You had your maroon, your Ocellaris. I think this one up here, we got some black and white Ocellaris, yeah. So we've got some staples on the fish, but don't worry, they're more than make up for that with some fish and some other tanks. You'll see on their coral displays there's some exotic fish in there, and I'm sure they're available for sale as well. So I'll just come back along this way. We can start having a look at some of these coral bays. These, of course, being beautiful Starfire built tanks. You won't see anything else like it anywhere else. This one's more your soft coral. You see some leathers. They've got a whole bunch of hammers in there that they're selling per head, which is really cool. Some Zoa frags. You got the green hammerheads, you got the orange hammerheads, you got some Zoa rocks, some Rhodactis rocks. There's other frags. See some nice Utter Chaos up there. Looks like some Trachophilia. And you got the nice little magnet viewer there. Looks like some Elegance in the end. Come around the corner and we see just acan heaven there. Some beautiful red and orange acans there. And you might notice, just a little crosshatch trigger swimming in the coral display tank there. Not a fish you see very often in a coral display. There's a sow hole as well, but I must admit the crosshatch trigger took me by surprise. All right, back onto the corals. We've got a bunch of gonies here, loving life. There's my crosshatch trigger again. I'd love to take you home, bud, but my two blue throats probably wouldn't be too keen on that. So, right, let's have a look. We've got some gonies, we've got some deshies there. Up in the tub there, I can try and zoom in. We've got some pretty exotic morphs up there, which is nice to see. Some wickedly large Cynarias down there in the bottom. And everyone's favourite, that little crosshatch trigger, just acting like a puppy dog there. All right, let's come across to the next display tank. This one's primarily their SBS tank, but there are some softies on this end. We've got some large hammers there, so large hammer colonies rather than per head. What else we got along here? A few more hammers. You see some SPS frags along the top there. The guys are just easing up on their coral stocking at the moment, believe it or not, despite the fact they've got probably a few hundred pieces in here. In fact, more than a few hundred pieces. There's a little Atlantic blue tang. The store owner, Billy, is going to be overseas for his engagement soon, so he doesn't want to fill the tanks to the brim, so he tells me anyway. It looks like there's a heap of stock in there. See some Red Monty cap frags in there. Some more SBS frags, some cool scollies. There's some beautiful Phoenix Monty in there, looking bright as ever. Good variety of scollies, some more acans, more SBS frags. What else we got in here? Looks like some Lobos. Nice little variety of coral. Well, not little at all. Large variety of coral. And let's have a look now at this absolute stunning display tank they have here. This is an L-shaped tank, which I guess is a peninsula on one side. And so it just creates a little nook where you can have that coffee and chill. But this tank's got some incredible pieces in there. They've got a beautiful, that center bommy there is going to be Montipora Cap Central. It's got a few different colors on there. Whole heap of zoas, and I was chatting with Billy in this tank. Whatever the secret is, he's managed to get the heads on the hammers larger than you could ever imagine. They're really plump. You can see just a fresh delivery of a variety of salts down there, and this is the full-blown coffee and chill aquarium. I mean, you got the full coffee set up there. Nice little bar that you can sit down at and just enjoy the fresh air and just take it easy on your Sunday. Anyway, this is the little nook where you can come in, and I must admit, after taking this video, Billy and I sat down and enjoyed a nice cold beer. So every time I go to this store, I'm always made to feel so welcome, and always have to stop and have a drink and have a chat and just see how business is going. And it's just got a really cool vibe about it. So if you're ever in the city and looking for an excuse, this is the sort of shop that you can take your partner to, because they're more than happy to enjoy a beautiful display tank like this. They can sit down and watch something on Netflix on the TV in this room. The kids can have a bit of a play in there. It's all good while you drool over all the coral and fish that are available for sale. So I guess there's probably not much more to say about Reef Galleria Aquarium and Cafe, other than if you haven't been, you really need to get there. It's a cool shop, and it's well worth a visit. So when you head in, be sure to say hi to Billy and the gang there, and say that you saw it on Parker's Reefs. And not much more to say, guys. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments below if there's any other stores you'd like me to visit. I've still got time to get a few more in, so let's make this local fish store tour of Melbourne as complete as it can be. Thanks again. Bye.